G'day, it's Ashton Cartwright here again. Today we have Maker's Mark 46. Give you a look there. Now, Maker's Mark is a fantastic bourbon. Maker's Mark 46 is their top shelf expression of their drink. It's made very similarly to regular Maker's Mark in that it's a Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey, which means it's corn and it's matured for an unspecified number of years greater than 3. So it might be 5 years for some of the bourbon, or it might be 7. They decide when they think it's ready, but it's always at least 3 years. But then what they do for Maker's 46 is they'll put heavily charred French oak staves. So the staves are the wooden bits that go to make a barrel. They'll char a whole bunch of them and put them in the barrel for a further 6 weeks after they've decided the whiskey is matured. This will give the drink a much more oaky flavour and can also take away some of the bitterness that can occur for bourbons that have been aged for too long. Pour some out here and we'll see how we go. Now, the alcohol content of Maker's Mark actually changes slightly from country to country. But Maker's 46 here that we have is 47% alcohol. Just double check that. Yep, 47% alcohol, which is 94 proof for those of you in the States. So before you taste this one, you may want to add a touch of water. Wow, and on the nose, it is very big. It's very, 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 almost a sherry flavour. Wow, it's big and steady and powerful. You get a lot of warm cinnamon fragrance. A little bit of almost spiced toffee. Goodness me. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to have just a touch without any water, and then we'll try some with the water and see how that changes. Whew. That is a very tasty drop. It's definitely too strong at 47% to have it neat if you want to experience the full range of flavours. Obviously, alcohol is anaesthetizes the tongue. So if the alcohol content is too high, you're just not capable of tasting all the different flavours that there are. But even having a sip there, it's very, very big and bold. You don't get as much wood as I would have expected, which is pleasant. And you don't even get so much cinnamon. That you got a lot of it on the nose when you're smelling it, but not so much on the tongue. It's very almost a thick molassesy caramel flavour. Let's add a touch of water and enjoy it the way it's probably best enjoyed. I'm just going to add 1 teaspoon of water there. We'll give it a swirl. Okay, and even just adding that little bit of water has changed the fragrances quite a lot. You're actually now getting floral and citrusy notes. Yeah, like a blood orange type smell there. It's very nice. Let's give this one a go. Oh yes. Definitely recommend adding a touch of water to it. You get a lot more, again, you're getting a lot more of the citrusy flavours come through this way. Almost a rich, like a charcoal toffee type flavour. It's very, very, very smooth. It tastes very well rounded. Nice soft finish. It doesn't cut off suddenly. It lingers beautifully on the tongue. I'll have the rest of this. It's fantastic. Now you'll find Maker's Mark 46, I know in Australia where we are, It's probably about 50 to 100% more expensive than a regular bottle of Maker's Mark. Obviously it changes depending on what country you're in, and no doubt if you're in Kentucky it's a great deal cheaper than it is for us here in Sydney. But if you are a fan of Maker's Mark straight bourbon, you'll definitely want to at least get one bottle of this at some point, give it a try and compare the two and decide what you like the most. I'm Ashton Cartwright. There's a subscribe button down there. Thanks very much.